Back in Luke chapter 21 and verse 32. It talks about the end time. The Lord spoke about it in Matthew chapter 24 and in Mark chapter 13 and Luke chapter 21. And 21 and verse 32, Luke chapter 21 and verse 32 says, "Verily I say unto you, this generation shall not pass away until all be fulfilled." See, the Lord said this generation shall not pass away. What generation he talking about? He talking about the last generation. The generation that see these things, what he talked about, about wars and rumors of war, nation rise against nation, kingdom against kingdom. There shall be war, famine, pestilence, earthquake. And these are beginning of sorrow, all that what he talked about. Family member will betray one another. Some of it cause them to put to death. All these things. What he's talking about when you see the abomination that make it desolate. He said this generation will not pass away until all be fulfilled. This the generation, that's the generation we're seeing right now. Will not passed away till all be fulfilled. See, there's a lot of people do not understand that. They're talking about a generation when Israel became a nation in 1948. That's not what he's talking about. They're talking about the generation that see these things, what Jesus Christ talked about in Matthew chapter 24 and Luke chapter 21 and Mark chapter 13. When you hear wars and rumors of war, nation rise against nation, kingdom against kingdom, there shall be famine, pestilence, earthquake in diverse places. This is the generation. This is the generation now. Get the computer age, the mark of the beast coming out. You can see all these things, Bible being fulfilled. Everybody is against one another right now, turning against one another. They're violent in the nation. The Lord said it could be like in the days of Noah. Go back in the days of Noah, the world was filled with violence and corruption. Marriage and giving in marriage, all that. Marriage doesn't last anymore. Marriage is supposed to be to the death do part. But, people done fell away from God, and people marry now, parents used to tell their daughters a long time ago, they're going to marry these guys that ain't no good. And they talking about abuse and all that stuff. Women don't want to listen no more. See, they think they are men now. They want to be men. See, they want to do everything but men do everything. And that doesn't work in a marriage. You can't have two bosses in the house. We all know that. It's like two bosses on the job with the same power. It does not work. Everybody has different mind. So therefore you're supposed to be under one mind. It's like on the day of Pentecost. They're all on one accord, supposed to be under one mind. See, that's why the Bible said when you're married, the two become one. So you be under one mind. So the man is the head, so the woman's supposed to be obedient to her husband. But a lot of times she gonna marry the guy that ain't no good, and she be complaining about, oh, this guy, I ain't got to listen to him because he ain't no good, but you ain't had no business marrying a man. That's why the parents used to say, don't marry this guy ain't no good. The father used to tell the daughter that, don't marry her. That's why the Bible tell you that, do not marry her on the equal yoke. You got to think. And you're talking about abuse and all that stuff. That's all that will happen. You brought it on yourself. You get what you asked for. A lot of times other people tell you, sometimes even the parents doesn't tell you not to marry or not to be with this guy or whatever. The guy ain't no good, A lot of times they don't be no good themselves. See, but they don't look at that. They think they want to be a ruler. You know, don't want nobody to tell them nothing, tell them what to do. So that's what they're bringing on themselves. These girls, these women. You see something that no good, you leave it alone. You know. All right, verse 33. It says, "Heaven and earth shall pass away, but my words shall not pass away." See, the Lord says His word will not pass away. Say, heaven and earth shall pass away. His word ain't gonna pass away. See, all these things, what He said, what He spoke about, will be fulfilled. You know, at the end time. It's starting to happen right now. He said, "Take heed to yourselves, lest at any time your heart be overcharged." See, your heart be overcharged with surfeiting. See, and drunkenness and cares of this life, and so that they come upon you unaware. See, so your heart be with surfeiting. See, surfeiting means like gluttony, you know, overeating. This is what people have in their mind now. This is with the coronavirus. All they think about is eating. Just eating all the time. See, food in their heart. You know, don't have no food in the store, get panicking, everything. See, that's all they think about mostly. You don't think about the Word of God. Don't think about God. They want to have God in their knowledge and in their life. See? And they're calling government to help them and all that, crying out to the government. You know. And they're trying to make a one world government. You know. You be worshiping the beast. And you can't see. But the heart could be overcharged with surfeiting. You know. Eating and gluttony. Alright, verse 35 said, "For as a snare shall it come on all them that dwell on the face of the whole earth." See? As a snare. It will come upon us. And for all them that dwell upon the face of the whole earth. See? All right. "Watch ye therefore," verse 36, it said, "Watch ye therefore and pray always, that ye may be counted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass, and to stand before the Son of Man." See, Lord tell you to watch therefore and pray always, that ye may be counted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass, and to stand before the Son of Man. See, God wants you to pray always, you know, that you might be counted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass. You know, but this is what I wanted to bring to y'all today. So take heed, you know. Like I said, all this thing happening in the world now today, you know, Black Lives Matter, all this stuff, women's rights, abortion, all these stuff. Like I said, black life doesn't matter to black people. I always did tell you that. Until like a white man kill a black man, then now all of a sudden it's matter. Or a police officer kill a black man, then it's all for something, it's matter. But black life do not matter to black people. They kill each other every day for nothing, completely for nothing. And nobody say nothing. They don't jump up and ride up in the street or nothing. See, this is what I'm trying to show, because they just want money from the city. black people just want money from them. That's why they be riding up like that when a white man kill a black man, like a police officer. They want to sue the city to get money. That's why I've been telling y'all that from the get-go for years and years. For no black people. They want something for nothing. That's just how it is with them. Majority, not all of them, but the majority of them. Find a way to get money. Most of them don't want to work. There's a lot of them that don't want to work. You know, this is the problem. And they fool the white people. They believe that they so hurt about their people getting killed. Why they don't be so hurt about when another black man kills the other black man or black woman? See, now just to show you, think a little bit. That's all you have to do. Watch, pay attention. You know, there's people that are jumping up and acting crazy in the street, marching all down because a white man killer. Everybody is the same. See, you know, all life matter, but they don't want to hear that. You know, they don't deceive a lot of these white people. You know, the Bible said it was going to be taken as a snare. You know, but they don't think, you know, because they don't left God. They don't believe in God no more. So they don't think, they don't want law and order and stuff like that. You know, black people in them other races, Central American and the Middle East, they could come here and take over the white people. White man ain't gonna have no authority in this country anymore. They don't believe it. Yeah, like I say, just read Leviticus chapter 26 and Deuteronomy chapter 28. But that's God's doing. God punished them because they promote wickedness. Homosexuality, transgender, same-sex marriage, adultery, fornication. We didn't stand for that. They used to make our boys and girls marry a long time ago in America. You know, all those 50 states, we had laws against homosexuality. See, but now they pass all those states and got it all into other country. All make it legal. And Daniel says something that is wrong. See, that is wrong. I'm just showing you how we got away from God. That's why God is punishing now. He's punishing with the coronavirus. You know, even though this past go away, it'll bring another one. Something else. Different thing. War, famine, pestilence, earthquake, tornadoes, hurricane, different stuff. All kind of different disaster. Fire in the land, everything. You know, to destroy you. You know, food shortage, all that. You know, drought in some places. You know, you do all these things. All that's God's doing, He's punishing us for our sin. See, and most people do not understand that, even though you tell them. But that's what it's all about. We done left God. Black people too, all of them done left God. They don't want to obey the police officer no more. They do that on purpose to get money from the city for our lawsuit. That's all it is. See, you know, left God. They don't want to obey God. They become lawless. Trying to change laws. That's why the Bible says you think to change times and laws. You read Daniel chapter 7 and verse 25. You got to think to try starts ahead of time. You got to think to try to change times and laws. See, like I said, it usually starts ahead of time. This is what we're seeing now. Then it's increase. You know, it's like violence. Like in the days of Noah, all that is increasing. You can see that all that now. You know, all that be talking about violence against women, violence in the street, violence everywhere, wars and all that. See, it just increasing. That's all it is. They always did have violence. They always did have violence everywhere, all country. But it's increased everywhere. It's like sin increase. You know, adultery, fornicating, homosexuality, everything. You know, and while women gonna rule over us, like I was saying, like the Bible said, women will rule over us. You know, this is what we see now. Like I told you many times before, they use sexual harassment, you know, sexual assault, rape, all this stuff. You know, just like they're doing Governor Cuomo. See, I told you that's what they're gonna do. Many of them come forward, so-called come forward. A lot of times you don't know if it's true or what. See. But that's what they use. They'll go back 50, 100 years ago, what you done did and what you done said. See, that's the devil's job. Just doing his job. He's a deceiver. You know, maybe it didn't happen, maybe it didn't, some of it. You know, but think that it's something. You know, but like I said. And none of these men, like I said, without proof and that they never stand up for another man. This is why they're losing their authority. See, they think they're coming against this man all the time. The same thing will happen to them. And they don't look at that. Just like a lot of these news media, all just like Cuomo, you're speaking against Donald Trump about Stormy Daniels. See how it happened to him? See, they don't think it's going to happen to them. It's because he's a Democrat, he thought it wasn't going to happen to him. Many of them think that. And women don't care nothing about you. See, that's what I'll be trying to show y'all. Y'all don't stand up for other men. See, man, do not stand up for another man. No matter what, whether if it's true or not true. He ain't going to stand up. He ain't going to say a word. Keep his mouth closed. Maybe because he done did all kind of dirt. See, but what I'm saying, they're losing his authority, and they're losing his authority in the house, with his woman, with his wife, with his children, everything. You're losing his authority. Woman have no respect of him. You know, they believe everything, go to court, they believe everything what the woman said. They don't believe nothing what a man said no more. See, because other man do not stand up for other man. You don't think it's going to happen to him. But all the time it's going to happen to him, whether if you got money or not. See, I'm just showing you, you know. They think like everything what these women say is the truth, but it don't be the truth all the time. You ought to pay attention. You know, everything is about money because the women want to rule now. They want to take Governor Cuomo off and probably replace him with a woman. Watch and see. You know, or lesbian, whatever. You know, homosexuality person. See, you got to pay attention. See, the average times what they will do. They want to replace and want to get all these men out the office. You know, women want to rule. Because the Bible said women will rule over us and cause you to be destroyed. But that's what I wanted to bring to y'all today. But thank y'all, and God bless y'all and give y'all wisdom and knowledge and understanding of His Word.